The National Football League, presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. Now it's Murphy. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on 1st down. Knight steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his 2nd season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Breeze now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air on 2nd down. Knight. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight escaping the pressure right. And he finds Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in there.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Breeze to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Easy.
To throw is Breeze. The pressure gets to him again. Jack Crawford in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's 4th down. Here's Murphy. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On second down, Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On third down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Knight. That's to his running back, complete. The 20. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on third down plays, but when you go for it on fourth down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Gun. Ready. Back 25. Get out. Wait. Let him go.
Again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
21, 21, 21.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Looking long for Thomas. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Looking down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here in some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
36.
On first down, Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there. Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage. Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it? Absolutely. They saw it all the way, ran to the football,
and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
11.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a loss on the play. To throw on 2nd down. Knight.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing now is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Fights through and now a crease. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Sammy! Ready? You ready?
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Breeze now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat doesn't pay off, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Knight looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Knight, the left side completion to Jones. A gain of 32 that time. And the 6th pick in 2011, Julio Jones, always good for some yards after the catch.
It's one of the best parts of his game, and you date that back to his time at the University of Alabama. If he caught a short pass, the play wasn't over. Play might have just been starting. He either won games or created big plays for his team doing that throughout his career.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 45 yards. And the Falcons add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. is incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down at the 28. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Knight looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The final shot before half for Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On the counter, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Twisting away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Murphy now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Ginn. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, we got 4.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. There's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he'll 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Gun.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there.
Hey, let's go.
He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
22.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Good set. Check down, 81.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Demario Davis. In there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Being chased out left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Hey, got it. Hey, South. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Saints on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive. Knight dancing to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All right, here we go.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Knight. Jones has it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Set. 319.
Operating from the gun. Knight forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off the play fake. Knight. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Breeze. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Breeze. Bryant with a catch right side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Breeze going to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Bryant. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Easy.
Now Breeze, got to have this one. And now here's another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Now, Barney!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop him with 13.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a Snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm